Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back with Rick and Morty. I'm Shane.
Zack.
We're here with episode 6. And you remember what happened last time?
I believe it was the bit where the new kid came over to visit Morty.
Yeah.
Summer wanted in.
Yeah.
So
the cool kid.
They ended up forming. He was new. He's a transfer student.
Yeah, but they thought he was cool or something.
Yeah, they thought he was cool probably because of the dynamics of the situation.
Yeah.
Because he's new. Because he's transfer. Whatever. But Summer wanted in. She tried to push Morty out.
Yeah.
They stood his ground, so they formed a pact. He wanted to take a trip in Rick's spaceship because Rick was busy entertaining the Hellraiser community with Jerry for paying his debt.
Yeah.
With all this misery he's providing for them.
Yeah.
With Jerry's company. Jerry finds out. Jerry, Rick, and Beth all have to go to hell.
Yep. And we never seen the Hellraiser movies, but eventually Rick he found a way to convert the pain into pain.
Exactly.
Or misery to misery or whatever.
Because the misery was their delight.
Yeah.
But then
But it was so ridiculous.
Pain
yeah. It's like they got tangled up in their own logic sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the end of the episode, he determined that, hey, you guys are cool, I had a fun time, but I need to see where you are in the school social hierarchy. So if you hear from me, cool. If not, there's your answer. I'll never forget when I was a sophomore. There's this new girl came named Ashley Dean, and she was an absolute stunner. And, you know, I played sports when I was a sophomore. I wasn't like the coolest kid in the school, but I had a lot of friends. And I got by my looks quite a bit. But, like, I didn't develop that behavior I had when I was older where, you know, you can't just be good looking. You gotta be a prick. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I asked her to homecoming. She said yes. And then after a couple weeks, I think she realized, and there's a couple seniors recording her. She said, hey, I'm going to go with this guy instead. And it was like one of the fucking cool older dudes. Yeah. I was like, fuck! You know what I mean? Like the goddamn body snatchers. They come here, she figured it out, I got fucked. So I'll never forget that. But you know what? I won in the end.
Oh yeah, and the Transformers bit.
Yeah, the Transformers.
Yeah, because the car, like Changeformers, whatever they called them.
Yeah.
She wanted to impress them, and she wanted to get laid. Or she's a
yeah, she wanted to lose her virginity.
Well, ended up they pissed her off. They ended up to be a bunch of tools.
Yeah.
So she comes back and just annihilates all.
Just kills them all.
Yeah.
And she's still a virgin.
Yes.
That's it.
Morty, are you going to be a fucking American nerd, or are you going to be cool and steal the Constitution with Grandpa?
Hey!
Use this again.
Oh, Jesus. Whoa! That's such...
Morty, you just destroyed the map and activated the giant assassin hidden in the Statue of Liberty. It was a Trojan horse, Morty. Never trust the French. Federal government's gonna be pissed again. Way to go. And on America's birthday, or whatever the fuck Thanksgiving is. I understand you're upset, Mr. President. It's honestly all Morty's fault. You really want to keep your army of pointlessly camouflaged Eagle Scouts off my lawn.
Don't tell me what I want, you anti-American piece of shit, you terrorist.
That's awful.
Space ass in a goddamn phantom zone with a bar of kryptonite soap around your neck.
You're done, Sanchez. He's really pissed this time. I have to turn myself into a turkey and trick the president into giving me a presidential turkey pardon. In the past, I've inserted myself into the potential turkey pardonee population by brainwashing the presidential turkey wrangler prior to the ceremony.
But this time, the turkey wrangler's been euthanized, and the turkeys will be armed military. Even if he does, he'll be on a truck full of turkeys and fully armed Marines.
Who won't recognize me because the human eye is inherently face-blind to turkeys.
Fortunately, those Marines won't have human eyes. They'll have turkey eyes.
Jesus, ever-loving Christ, why don't you two just fucking get it over with?
Careful, Dwayne. Rick Sanchez is more dangerous than some steam-powered French bitch, and New York can handle its own global emergencies.
Not on Thanksgiving.
It's what I trained for, Mary Lou.
Oh, God.
That world, Mary Lou. The one with those meals, vehicles, and songs people in this 30-mile area prefer. That world needs a few good men, turning into turkeys.
You come back with that feathers coop.
God, I love this country.
Got a pregnant girl in a pickup truck. Got one by choice and another by
This is the craziest episode since...
It is
yeah.
pretty far out there.
Keep it together, Martinez. Eyes on the ground, sir.
No sign of Einstein.
Stay frosty, gentlemen. I want this pardoning pipeline. Scan the turkey truck.
That's weird. ID chips for Fincher and Rodriguez are glitching.
Sanchez. I'll deal with this bastard myself.
Sir, don't be accountable.
Hate how painful it looks.
That's Rodriguez and Fincher, sir.
It's Rick and Morty, you useless fucking stump humper.
Sorry, don't tell 10% of your friends I called you. Did you just try to spit in my face with no saliva glands?
Pardon me, Dick.
Why the hell would I?
Oh, I don't know, because if I move to Canada, they'll be the best country.
I'll peck your goddamn eyes out.
Hey! Shit, my plume!
Blueberries! We got blueberries! Positions is a Sir, you're losing the mental game down here. Keep it together, We just lost New York.
That's not me.
Package is secure. Pull us out.
Hoppin' Jehovah, you look like 5 pounds of shit in a whore's lunchbox.
You all right, Mr. President?
Yes, I am the president.
Clean his ass up and get him to the war room.
Where is this elevator going?
Where all the unchosen turkeys go. The feeding chamber.
What the fuck is that?
Not one, two.
The only thing to fear is me.
Why the fuck does the White House have a clone spider of FDR?
He was a guinea pig for the polio vaccine. We asked ourselves, what walks the most?
We? You're taking the office comes.
Time for a new deal.
I'm sick of hearing how iconic you were. Try having an historical administration after Facebook goes online, you old-timey bitch.
I thought we already rehumanized all the Turkified Marines.
I'd like these men turned back into humans. Increase their strength by 1,000%.
Oh, right there. Now I'm starting to...
I am selling.
New York to France. And giving all of the money to Congress.
That's right, murmur.
And when you're done, get me some pants.
All in favor of turkey president.
You can't be serious.
This is happening to you because you cared about America.
Guards, these men are terrorists. Mary Todd Lincoln!
Who's dead weight now, bitch?
Run naked in his motorcycle.
I clean your litter box so your little nerd paws don't have to touch another nerd's nerdy poopies while you're flexing your bony little edgelord.
So I guess elections do have consequences.
Eat my ass, Jerry.
I've seen your IRS records. You can blame me once you have taxable income.
Yes, Jerry's a piece of...
What did you just say?
Well, I associated Thanksgiving with genocide. It's what young people do. I wasn't trying to...
The crypt of the new world.
That could be our one chance to turn this thing around.
With the right speech, we could get a handful of well-trained hillbillies.
It worked against the British.
We don't serve your kind here.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Read the sign.
He's my boss, Marvin.
Presidents.
Yep.
And that guy on TV isn't me. He's a turkey infused with my DNA.
I'll be damned. Well, I'm racist.
You better not be here to take my man.
Listed words. Repeated lists of repeated words. None of that matters.
Sir, we've got
Star Wars.
coming in
Oh.
what appears to be an unlicensed Star Wars AT-AT.
It is AT-AT. Some people say AT-AT.
I know. Ridiculous.
Wires down, pen is clear.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. God damn.
I know.
Time to turn up the broiler.
That is awful.
He fried it.
Yeah.
Is that a turkey dinosaur?
America's original rulers, merciless beasts grazing on the flesh of cowering humans. Then, in the 15th century,
Alien and...
Shit, they're gonna fight.
No, wait, they love each other.
they were at war when they arrived.
But they united over their hatred of turkeys.
And what they love even more than each other is kicking turkey butt.
Gentlemen.
Whose side are we on?
Oh.
You dumb dipshit, there's 3 of us and 2 of us are spacemen. Obviously, they're gonna save America and bring that monument home, and I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh, and Sanchez? You got your pardon.
Oh, shut up, Morty. Come on.
Let's go, bitch.
So be it.
You forget, in the one day I've had your job, I've learned 10 times as much. I've underestimated you for the last time.
Rick, they're not exactly primary colors. Are we cool?
Jesus!
Are you kidding me, Morty? Just cut the damn thing.
Shit! Oh, fuck!
Jeez, it's a hell of a course.
I beat you! Look at me, you turkey ass.
Wait, why are I wish to explode?
Kalaka, bing bing prelogar. Oh my god, they're gonna fight. They're really gonna fight.
Oh, they love each other.
Never gets
I'll
old.
never get tired.
Timothy Oliphant. He must have been like the vice president or something.
The hell's he doing? I think he's foraging. Crazy bastard thinks he's a turkey.
Well, I refuse to pay for this man's health care.
PTSD. That was a reaction. This is our discussion. What'd you think?
That was fucking great.
It was great. It was
ridiculous and great.
It was. It's. I mean, like, one of my favorite ones is the Pickle Rick episode, and
Yeah.
a lot of things I loved about that. This had as well.
Oh.
Just like stuff like, I just can't imagine just thinking of all the gags in a row.
My favorite part was definitely the president, Keith David.
He was
His
amazing.
performance was fucking. It was great, giving him so many lines.
Yeah.
It was really good.
He's such a great character.
You old fuck, dick.
It's weird because now I think of Keith David, I definitely think of this voice. Even though in Mass Effect, the whole trilogy, he played a prominent character. But this is definitely like a different performance. Like,
Well, I always see him now as I still see him for his roles in Thing, and he was in Nice Guys, and he's in
Armageddon.
Armageddon, yeah.
That's
For
how
retards. I wouldn't trust.
That's how I think of him, as Armageddon.
Yeah.
He's a national treasure.
He is.
And speaking of national treasure, they were spoofing that in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
I love those movies.
Yeah, you old fuck, dude.
Never trust the French. That's great.
Some French, steam-powered French bitch.
Yeah. But the idea of the Statue of Liberty, like, they never dealt with that, did they?
Being a Trojan horse.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. They didn't really address it after.
Yeah. It was just an
Yeah,
excuse for Keith David's president to blow up. Yeah. They did tackle like a real life thing, I think, where words lose their meaning. If you call anyone and everything that someone does like toxic, or you're racist if you think this,
Like terrorist,
or you're racist if you vote for that. Like, words can lose their meaning. You know what I mean?
I think it just eliminates, or it slowly degrades that person's ability to think because you are so generalizing your thoughts.
When you're putting them in a box, like, invalidates.
Like
Okay,
one
because
word-
they're this worst thing
well,
possible.
it's like Ingsoc.
What's that?
In 1984.
Okay, yeah.
Where like they eliminate words and language in order to
Okay.
control your thoughts.
Yeah.
So they break you fucking down. Like one word just blankets all this shit now. So
Yeah.
you don't have to remember all that shit.
Yeah, because if you say you're this worst person in the world, like worst thing that anyone could be, then it invalidates all your your arguments, your conversation, anything you say, because you can't listen to him because he's this.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just
So it becomes a feeling more than it is a thought.
Yeah.
So a terrorist, you're programmed to say they're a terrorist. Well, what can you actually sit down and tell me what the Webster's dictionary is? It says a terrorist is. I mean, I sure as fuck can't. But I'm not.
I can't
I'm also
either.
not limited to like, well.
But saying we don't negotiate with terrorists, it's like, well, I mean, they could probably say like anything is a terrorist if they just don't want to negotiate.
Very open ended.
Yeah, redneck culture.
Oh yeah.
I think they had a
one by choice and one.
They
by
definitely
left.
hit all the stereotypes,
Oh, yeah.
and it was funny. And we had a lot of that around here, and I have a lot of redneck friends. I love them. So
Well, it's funny though because a lot of the guys I work with, I mean, we're all rednecks.
Yeah.
And we'll make fun of redneck culture.
Yeah.
And shit.
Yeah.
Because all we want to do is just be left alone.
Yeah.
Like, sit on our porch and like have our own.
You can say drink beer.
Drink beer, sit on the porch.
Yeah, it's funny just having like the white vote, and he had his vice president, which was probably Timothy Oliphant. David Blaine is so fucking good.
He is. I haven't watched any of his shit
Like
in a long time.
some of the shit, I don't know how he does it unless like he was at Harrison Ford's house. Harrison Ford, he did a card trick. He said, "Oh, is this your card, or is your card in this I think it was a piece of fruit. I think it was an orange. He peeled the orange, and this card was in there. Like, that's nuts. Like, the things that he does that test human limits, like holding his breath for like an hour, staying buried underground for like 7 days, like that is amazing, and I could never do that. But like, I think I understand that if you push the human limits that far and you're well trained, it's so impressive. But like the idea of how he does some of these magic tricks that aren't superhuman endurance things, to me, that's the most interesting stuff.
No.
Yeah.
He had that thing where him and Rick were fighting, and that pill chip thing got knocked out of his stomach into the other turkey.
When that came out, I was like, oh god. I mean, my biggest fear I was thinking of is I don't want to lose this character.
Yeah.
Not even like the voice actor. I don't want Keith David to be that turkey president for a while. You know what I mean?
No.
We had an AT-AT. Some people called it an AT-AT, and I objectively think you're wrong. And I'm pretty sure.
I think you're fucking wrong. It sounds like some 6-year-old saying it.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
A 6-year-old that has read a television saying it's an AT-AT.
Yeah.
Well, it was an ATST. ATST.
Exactly. So that's my argument against.
Mooks.
That's my argument against it.
Yeah.
Because some people say Han, some people say Han. George says Han. Lando says Han, but other people say Han. But that's not the same thing because of the AT-ST and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I love conspiracy theories and ancient civilizations, and one reason I love Indiana Jones and why I love National Treasure is like the secret societies and like secret stuff that the United States, like the map being on the other side. Mm-hmm. Heat, right?
Yeah.
But the idea that these ancient warriors were here in the very beginning, and there's these giant turkey people ruling the country.
They're like dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And the one alien that threw the president the gun, I got that from a Predator.
Yeah. Yeah, that was awesome. And Predator is one of your favorite movies, and it's certainly definitely one of the best movies I've seen. Top 100 for
Predator,
sure.
The first Predator, one of my top 5 films. They're all like burly, testosterone, off the charts.
I ain't got time to bleed.
Yeah, you're bleeding, man. Ain't got time to bleed. Some bitch you dug in there deeper than an Alabama tick.
That bit at the end was a PTSD thing.
Oh yeah.
Soldiers being like blindly loyal. I don't want to say that. I don't want to disrespect soldiers who are watching. But the idea.
I would just say you're being put through the very traumatic events.
Yeah.
And that stress on your body leaves an impact.
Yeah.
Like an imprint.
Yeah.
And then something triggers that, and you can't help your nervous system, your reaction, your psychic reaction, whatever you want to call it, mental reaction.
Yeah, in this case, it was the blueberries triggering the memories of being a turkey.
And I think, that whole incident, where they dropped the blueberries in the big fight, it's like, we're losing the mental game down here. It's a feeding frenzy.
It became like the dramatic thing.
Yeah, and like the one guy was like, I'm seeing 270 degrees. It's too many degrees.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Like for me, that's some of the interesting stuff when I've read science fiction. I took science of science fiction in college. It was a pretty great class because it's taught by a science teacher and like an award-winning published English teacher. And they disagreed on everything, really. One guy went really hard, like the science teacher, who was brilliant. He went hard on the sci-fi. He loved when they got it right. And then Mr. Tepe, he passed away, great guy. He's like, dude, but the story isn't there. They'd argue all the time. It was really good stuff.
It makes it entertaining for class.
Yeah. I don't got anything else. I really liked it. And we only got a few left, so it's going to be sad. But that's it. That's it.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. If you like what we do here, like and subscribe. You're also going to find us on Instagram, and you're also going to find us on Twitter. You're not going to find us anywhere else.
No.
And, you got to do a little bit of work when you put in a Google search to find us there, too. So, and you're still going to come back here. So comment down below if you liked it, if you didn't like it, what have you. Helps the algorithm. Help yourself.